It's finally Friday. It's Friday, Friday.
Thank God it's
Welcome back to the Friday Show. I'm Scott Jagow, along with Ray Paulick. So glad you could join us. We'll be talking some California Chrome, and it's Oscars week, so horse racing movies, anyone? But first, let's talk the Kentucky Derby Trail. Last week, the Risen Star Stakes kicked off the championship series where the points are now elevated, and we had the winner being Gunrunner. Ray, it was also the start of the Derby Dollars contest, so let me ask you, how'd you do?
Well, I had the best horse. I backed Mo Tom to win place and show, and he showed. He finished third, even though I think he was the best horse in the race. He had a lot of trouble at the top of the stretch, came on like gangbusters at the end.
That is true, although close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades and not the Derby Dollars contest. So I'll take my victory this week, even if Mo Tom might prove to be the better horse down the road. This weekend we have the ExpressBet.com Fountain of Youth featuring what could be the top Derby contender at this point, and that's Mohamed. He's looked great so far. Are there any knocks on him from your perspective?
No knocks from me. He's unbeaten. He's already won at 1 1/8, which is longer than this race, which is 1 1/16. He's got a terrific pedigree. His dam, Just Whistle Dixie, put together a 5-race winning streak for Karen McLaughlin, the same trainer as Mohamed, including a couple stakes races at Gulfstream Park. She ran the same way he runs, good tactical early speed, can move at any point in the race. There's just a lot to like about him. Throw the Tappet in there, the leading sire. What's not to like, except for the price you're going to get?
Back-to-back Triple Crown. I mean, of course. But in this race, we do have to watch out for some sort of newcomers. Zulu from Pletcher's Barn, and Awesome Speed and Awesome Banner. Both highly thought of contenders, lightly raced. They are coming out of basically sprints, going gate to wire in most cases. So there's a lot of speed in here. It could set up for Mohamed, but you never know how the race is going to unfold. So it'll be fun to watch. All right, let's move on to California Chrome.
But California Chrome is clear of Storm Belt, and California Chrome glistens under the Meydan lights, winning easily.
So yesterday, California Chrome did what he was expected to do, win a handicap prep at Meydan for the Dubai World Cup. Looking pretty easy there at the end. So, Ray, what do you think the difference is from last year to this year in terms of his campaign so far?
I think after TaylorMade bought into the horse, they sat down, they drafted a plan, and it just seems like a much more rational way of going about it in 2016 versus 2015. He had his prep race in California. He shipped to Dubai. He won this prep race very easily, 1.25 miles over the track. I think that's important. This is a much better spot for him than it was a year ago when he finished second.
Every time we have a story about California Chrome on the website, we get so many comments. I kind of don't get it. I want some help here. I don't really understand why this horse is so, A, polarizing, and so talked about.
I think part of it is the ownership controversy that was going on during his 3- and his 4-year-old campaign. He's a flashy chestnut. There's a lot to like about this horse, but he's got to start delivering the goods. He's had 1 Grade 1 win since the Triple Crown. He's a 5-year-old now, and that was on the turf at Del Mar in the Hollywood Derby. So he needs to turn it around, and the Dubai World Cup has to be the start of a great campaign for him as a 5-year-old.
And that's going to be a tougher race this year. We've got Keen Ice and Frosted both going in that race. The field last year wasn't that great when he finished second.
Right.
He seems to be a different horse this year, so we'll see. But let's pump the brakes on the all-time great conversation we're having in the comments section of our website.
I don't put him in that category myself. Not
but
yet.
I do think they will make a movie about him at some point. Speaking of movies, it is Oscars week, so we got to talk about horse racing movies.
God likes me. He really, really likes me.
On our website, we're asking people their favorite horse racing movies. Ray, what's yours?
There's been a lot of movies about horse racing, most of them about horses or about the owners or the people connected with a horse. But my favorite is the one that's about the horse player, and that's Let It Ride. I think that movie captures the oddballs and kooks you see at the racetrack just perfectly.
Yeah, I don't know how great a movie it really is, but it is a cult classic with great lines throughout. Like, this horse is not going to lose unless he gets struck by lightning. What do you like? You like the odds of lightning? I just love the lines throughout that movie. I guess I'll go with Seabiscuit because I think it's just a fantastically told story. It represents the great story in racing of the people and the horse together and the underdog and everything, and the cast was fantastic. So I guess I'll go with Seabiscuit. What's your vote? Let us know on our poll, or you can leave a comment in the comment section if you have another movie you like better. That's going to do it for this edition of The Friday Show. We'll see you next time.